So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me story time. I've been wanting to do the story time for a really long time, but I've just been waiting for the right time to do it, and I feel like now, why not? Let me just tell y'all a little bit about me, get to know me a little bit more. This isn't really going to be a tutorial. I'm just going to do my makeup as I'm telling you the story, but we'll see how this goes. This is my first story time. But yeah, this is my first story time. I've never really done this before. I watch a lot of story times on YouTube, and I'm like, wow, how these people do their makeup and stay focused telling the story at the same time. But it's the first time for everything, so let's just get into it. This story is actually, I don't want to call it funny. It's just it's very weird to me, because the people that you trust most, the people that you not, I won't say secrets, but people that you trust with your information, people, basically your closest friends, people that you call your friends. That's why me personally, I will never call someone my friend unless you're actually my friend. I'm sorry if we're not at the friend stage, if I don't call you my friend, we're acquaintances. I'm sorry, I have a lot of acquaintances, I don't have that many friends. And I'm not just saying oh my god, babe, she thinks she's so cool for her not to become people her friends. No, it's just I've been through a lot of shit that's I can't just be calling anyone my friend, basically. But this story happened back in high school. I went to high school with this girl, actually all 4 years, and I met her my freshman year of high school, I believe, freshman year, yeah. So this girl, we had, I don't want to say her name, but I mean, if you went to high school with me, you'll probably know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say her name or give anything that's going to give you guys hints to who it is. I really don't care if she sees this video, couldn't care less. But basically, me and this girl, when I tell you, we were so close. I don't want to call her my best friend because we weren't best friends, but we were really close. When I tell you, this girl would be at my house every weekend, even sometimes during the week, this girl would be at my house. We were friends. We did almost everything together. When I tell you, we had so many similarities that it was scary. It was scary, and we were such good friends. When I tell you, if you saw her, you saw me. If you saw me, you saw her. That's how close we were. So I've always had a YouTube channel, and I think, okay, let me rewind. So me and this girl, I think she started getting other friends, and I don't care if my friends have other friends, because I have other friends too, but this girl started hanging out with other people, and I noticed that once she started hanging out with those other people, she started changing a bit. But I'm not the type to judge anyone, so I was like, you know what, maybe she's just going through things, maybe that's just how she wants to live her life. So me, I'm not the type to judge. I was like, okay, whatever. But I started noticing the more and more she would hang out with these people, the more she would change. And I'm like, bro, you weren't doing this when you were friends with me. You weren't talking like this when you were friends with me. I'm not saying I'm the center of her life. I'm just saying when she started hanging out with those other people, I started noticing that she started doing things that she normally would never do. Okay, my foundation is looking a bit weird, but trust me, this is just how it is when I start doing it. It's gonna look better later. So basically, freshman year goes by, sophomore year comes. After being a freshman for so long, everybody's like, oh my god, finally we're not the youngest in the school anymore, and we're sophomores now, so everyone's excited. And she gets I think she gets some upperclassmen friends, and that's when I think she started sis started tweaking out of nowhere. She would start doing random ass shit that I'm like, bro, this is not you, this is just out of nowhere, unprovoked. This girl was just spazzing. Her attitude changed, the way she dressed changed, everything about her changed. And then slowly I started noticing we would stop hanging out, and I was like, okay, maybe she's just busy. Around this time, this is when I started taking makeup and hair seriously. So around this time I was like getting into makeup heavily, I was getting into hair heavily. So she noticed that too, and I'm not saying like, oh, that's the reason we stopped being friends, but like I could tell, she was very envious, because like I'm not the type, oof, got on my hair. I'm not the type to brag about anything. Like I hate people that are cocky, I hate people that brag. But like I would always like, that's my friend, I want to tell my friend about what's going on in my life, I want to get advice from my friends. But I could just tell that like all the advice she would give me would just be like negative, and I could tell like she didn't have my best interest in mind, like heart. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I just noticed that like she wasn't the way she used to be. Like before, she would always like be nice to me, give me the best advice, be like, oh, Faye, do this, Faye, don't do this. So I was like, okay, this girl, like, she's acting up for no reason. Like, I'm starting a business, something that like I'm trying to take seriously, and you're here acting bitter about it. Like, baby girl. I was like, okay. So around that time I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna force anybody to be nice to me, I'm not gonna force anybody to be my friend. So I'm like, okay, this girl is obviously like not really fucking with me. So I was like, okay, let me just leave her alone. So I stopped asking her to. No, actually, we had our group. So like, let's say I would want to go out, I'll be like, okay, let's go here, let's go there, and I would invite her because I'm still thinking, okay, this girl's still my friend. This girl would say, oh no, sorry, I'm busy, this and that. But the same day, I would see her and the other people in our clique going out. I was like, okay, they don't like. I don't like to assume things unless like you tell me it straight up, because you have to put it into like plain words for me to be like, okay, this is what you're thinking. I'm there not trying to assume shit, and I'm like, okay, this is weird, because I'm saying we should all hang out, but the next second I see all of you out without me, and I'm like, okay, Faye, okay, so this is how these people want to be. So I personally, I just stopped hanging out with all of them, because I was like, if all of you are my friends, and you know what's going on, you can see the way this girl is treating me, and y'all are still I was like, nah, all of you are fake, all of you are fake. Like, and after that day, that was the day I was like, you know what, I'm not messing with this girl again. I'm just gonna leave her alone, let her do her own thing, and I'm gonna do my own thing. So my makeup business started booming, my hair business started getting up there too, and me and this girl, like, we're not friends. Why are you talking about me? Why are you obsessed? When I tell you, every time I would hear this girl's name, is my name joined with it. Oh, she said this, she said that. Why are you talking about me? I don't know you. We're not friends, we're not acquaintances, we're not nothing. Stop talking about me. I don't like you. I don't like you. And I'm like, okay, this girl's obviously, like, she's obviously not in her right state of mind for her to constantly, I don't know how you constantly talk about somebody. It means that you're jobless. It just means you're jobless. You don't have anything else to do. You don't have any, it just shows that you have nothing going for yourself. For you to constantly be talking about somebody, no, that's weird. I'm sorry. So this girl will always be talking about me, and like, me, honestly, you can talk about me all you want. You're still not paying my bills, you're still not putting money in my pocket, you're not doing anything for me. So I'm like, okay, talk. And I remember the day, oh my god, I remember the day this girl said something about my mom. Hey, like, I don't care. You can talk about me all you want. Talk about my hair. My hair was fugly back then too. So like, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. Those insults, those little like pokes she did at me, it low key affected me. But I was like, you know what? That made me like step up my hair game and everything. But the day this girl talked about my mom, I think I was in class, and one of my best friends texted me. She was like, girl, like, you won't believe what just happened. I'm like, bro, like, did the school catch on fire? Like, what happened? She was like, oh, this girl said this and this and this about your mom. Hey. My mom. It's funny because it's funny to me now, because I remember that day I left class to look for this girl, and I said, I'm gonna beat your ass today. I said, it's not gonna be a fight, I'm going to beat you.
Oh my god.
And I was looking for this girl. I was going up and down the halls like Hulk. I was like, where's this girl? I wanted to fight her so bad because I'm like, talk about me all you want. Talk about my hair. Talk about my nails. Talk about my clothes. Talk about anything. Talk about my wigs. I don't care. Don't bring my family in it because that's the day you die. That's the day you will die. I'm sorry. Don't talk about my family. Talk about any you could have this when I tell you this girl had so many issues, not just her but her family, but you would never hear me because it's not, first of all, it's none of my business. Second of all, I don't care. Third of all, it's disrespectful. Even though I don't like you, I'm still gonna be okay, maybe not as respectful, but I'm not gonna bring your personal issues or your family's personal issues into whatever we're having. Whatever we're having is us. So basically this girl was talking about my mom and me. I'm going through the halls looking for this girl. I'm like, bro, I will find her today and I will beat her. I said I was actually gonna beat her. And like I've been in a couple of fights when I was younger, but like this was like gonna be my first fight in America, and I was like, bro, like I don't care if I get suspended, because I was like, don't talk about my parents, don't talk about my family, don't talk about anybody that's related to me, because if I really open my mouth and say what I have in my mind and my heart, you'll be offended. So don't talk about my family. Like, okay, this girl is really trying me. And I'm there boiling, like my blood is actually boiling. And I call one of my friends and I'm like, bro, I'm like, and I text her and I'm like, girl, and she's in the same school as us too. And I'm like, girl, she said this and this about my mom. And she's like, oh my God, like, Faith, like, I know you're angry and I know this and that. And she's like, just calm down because you have way much to lose. Like, you have way much more to lose than her. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, but like I really don't care. Like when I'm angry, don't talk to me. Like nothing you say is gonna register in my brain. If I'm actually angry to the point where I physically want to hurt you, you cross some type of boundary that's like you can never come back from that. And I was like, no, like I don't care, like, because for you to say all those things about my family and me not touching you, you're basically gonna think that you can do it again and get away with it. So I'm like, no, I'll beat you the first time so that inside your head. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking for this girl and I'm like looking up and down and I can't find her. I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll just wait till I see her tomorrow morning, because I normally know I knew when like she came to school and all that, and I'm like, okay, I'll just fight you tomorrow morning. Tell y'all, like, this girl for no reason, like unprovoked, like literally I would be telling my friends that, oh, this girl is copying me, and they were like, oh, how's she copying Faith? I made a YouTube channel. She made one out of nowhere 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, anybody can make a YouTube channel, it's just YouTube. I started my makeup business. She out of nowhere had a makeup business too. I'm like, okay, it's just a coincidence. I started doing hair. She started doing hair. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. I started a photography business. She started a photography business. I bought lights and everything. She bought lights. I'm like, girl, you say that you don't care like what I do. You don't care about me or anything. But why is it when I start doing something that you want to start it too? Okay. So I'm like, okay, this girl is obviously copying me. This girl is obviously looking at everything I'm doing. She started her makeup business. She would always post on her story, if you don't come to me, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. If you're going to anyone else but me, you're a loser, this and that. I'm like, girl, what? And she will always be like going around telling people bad stuff about me to make them like not want to book with me. But I'm like, the people that have come to me and I've done their hair, I've done their makeup or taken their pictures, they know the kind of person I am. So all those rishi that you're saying is not making sense to me. But I was like, okay, my product or my service will speak for itself. So I never said anything bad back. I never spread any rumors about her. I never, because I didn't care. Like, sis, I did not care about you. If you think I did, you're fooling yourself. But I was like, okay, this girl's obviously obsessed with me. Even my friends, like now that I tell them that, oh, this girl was talking about me, they'll be like, oh yeah, I did notice that every time that they were together, she was talking about me. And I'm like, you see. And I'm like, okay, well, this girl obviously, and I'm like, okay, this girl obviously didn't have a life. If you have that much time to talk about me, okay, whatever. And I was like, I'm just gonna focus on me, focus on my brand, focus on my business, and just do me. And that's what I did. And now, like today, I don't think she's still like doing any of the things that she used to do before, because she wasn't doing it because she had passion for it or because she wanted to. She was doing it because I was doing this. Let's be honest. She was doing it because I was doing it. I'm like, okay, girl, like, no. Very and like the envious part was like when I tell you, like, even my friends today, they would be like, oh, Fate, like anytime you would walk by, she would say, I remember my friend told me this. She said, they were talking one day and I think I passed by and she was like, oh, who does she think she is, wearing 2 wigs in the same week? What does me wearing 2 wigs in the same week have to do with you? If I want to wear 10 wigs in 1 week, how is your business? It's not your business. Let me do me. If you claim you don't care about me or anything, I mean, why are you concerned? I'm so confused. I'm like, okay, this girl obviously she has problems. And after that, I think our senior year came, and I think that she kind of cooled down a bit with all her extra shit, and like she would still like low-key pick on me, but like at that point I was like, I'm a senior, I'm trying to get out of high school, I don't even care at this point. So at that point, anything she did, I would just put it behind me, because I'm like, I'm not interested in fighting with somebody let me not say anything. I'm not interested in dealing with somebody like her, so I just went about my business and did me. I think that's the end of the story time. But yeah, she's blocked on everything. She's blocked Twitter, blocked Instagram, blocked Snapchat. She's blocked on everything.
Yeah. بلوك على الفيسبوك، بلوك على الواتساب، بلوك تليفونات، بلوك انستجرام، بلوك عفوا بلوك.
But yeah, let me finish this makeup and come back and see how this looks. So yeah, guys, this is the finished look. So yeah, guys, this is the finished look. If you enjoyed the story time, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you've ever had someone as toxic as this in your life, make sure you tell me about it down below. And make sure you subscribe and share this with your family and friends. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So I would talk to her about it, and I would notice